boys, girls. I know that. I know. I love you guys. Just out and about. What are you up to?
I was at Express. Nobody was there. So
Yeah, no, I noticed that. I just came from by there. Nobody was hanging out. I think it's a little too gray, right? Nobody
way
wants to be out.
afternoon.
Yeah.
You want a coffee? I'll buy. Timmy?
Timmy, sure.
Okay.
I got a joint to burn too. Hey, Lori.
I don't know what my name is. You're always ignorant. My brother, you might know him. Sorry, I have nothing to do with my
Bike running.
What's that?
How's the bike running?
Good. It's not too bad.
Mine, okay. I'm more, well, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know you. I'm sorry to apologize to you, but I don't know you. So please don't come here.
When you taking your coffee?
Double, please.
Double, large?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at the Ontario Street Timmy's. Ontario Street Timmy's with Bruno.
Guys, my bike still won't start. It's not going to be running for a little while. So, if you want, you can always swing by my house for a coffee later. I'll make some coffee.
10-4. Just gonna probably be cruising around a little bit, and then I gotta whip home, change my battery, and definitely, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'll bring a joint or two over.
Alright, I got some too. So just let me know when you're coming and I'll make the coffee.
All right. Talk soon.
Roger that.
What are you doing all the way down there?
Fake man. I bought it. I paid $20 for a $15 chatter phone, and now I can't call anyone because it says I have insufficient funds. So I spent like half an hour making sure, and they wouldn't accept my phone number. They wouldn't accept the PIN. So then when I put it in, they said, oh, this card's already taken. Error occurred. This card. So the cards went in.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
They were registered. So I'm gonna try phone.
Yeah, what's up? Ontario Road, Timmy's. No.
So funny looking paper. You roll that yourself. Is it like a flavor paper?
Right. Wow. Where are you, home?
I'm trying to make an important phone call.
Where?
Friggin' Chatter Mobility. They're non-refundable or anything. And it says, it's a $15 plan. They don't have $5 cards, so you gotta put in $20. Alright, okay, so the answer machine is a pay-per-use. That's not covered in the plan. So the extra $5 should cover the answer machine, right? So I pay $20. Go to top it up, it will register. And I
Right.
know it went in because when I tried to put it in again,
Oh, yeah.
it said, oh, this card's already been taken and used. Yeah, I know. I just put it in and paid for it.
Dwayne. Right.
I go to use my phone
Oh, yeah.
and it says, oh,
Yeah.
your call cannot be completed due to insufficient funds. Oh, really? They got nobody to talk to. You have to go all the way down to Seaway Mall and talk to
Did
them.
you call my phone, no?
No, because you were on the phone anyway. I'll call you now. Spend $20 on phone. Contacts, video, okay. Phone in you now.
It's supposed to start raining around 3.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wow.
when I go to put the cards in, they say error occurred, card already used. Because I just put them in.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So,
I got some sativa, eh?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Lemon, sweet lemon.
I wonder why that would do that. Does that ever happen to you before?
No.
I know. No.
Not on a new card. Where'd you buy it?
I just went over to Shoppers and bought it now. And if I go back there, they'll just say, oh, they're not refundable. Well, I know.
Did they give it to you at the cashier, like
Yeah.
a receipt?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go to Seaway Mall and ask him what's up. And he's just going to say, they're non-refundable. Yeah, well, they don't work. They don't go on the phone. Bitches.
Doesn't show your balance? You have an app?
No, they didn't want to do that because my email address is one of those emails address that they want to sell.
Oh, got it.
And I'll get all kinds of emails, don't get me wrong. But I trust and everybody else show up. But as soon as you go to get like one of these Timmy cards where you get points, won't register. It says, what does it say? It says same thing with McDonald's. I ran into somebody else too. Larry has the same problem. He said, oh, I just kept entering it until it went. So I kept trying. Well, it's not registered. Yeah.
But you did say the card was used, right? So,
No. And I spent like half an hour there redoing it, making sure it was in right. And then it wouldn't let me put it back in because it was already used. It wouldn't even accept, register my phone number at first. So I couldn't get the last number in. It was 0. So, I wonder what he would even do if I went to the kiosk at 2 a.m.
Did he? I'm not sure.
Like, that's a piss off. How am I supposed to have a phone now?
Right.
Right?
That's bullshit.
Like I got,
My new TV was delivered tomorrow, $79.
Nice.
how much is that?
I was given it as a gift.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
So your birthday?
No, I mean, my friend just told me.
Oh, that's good. That's always nice.
When you moved into the new place?
I can move anytime, really. I
Yeah.
got some of my stuff back.
Nice.
How
Kind
come
of
you're
good,
moving?
so, down on Canal Bank.
Behind where I live.
Behind where you live?
Yeah, like along the canal.
You don't live on the canal.
No, but over by us.
You got a
Right.
tent over there for the summer or something?
No,
Okay.
maybe you want a bagel.
Yeah, I don't think I can live in a tent. I gotta live in a car like some people do. They live in a van. Yeah, so I was gonna stop by and visit you when I went to the lunch, and Dennis was out front.
Yeah.
He brought those little, not ant traps. What are you looking for? Rat traps for you,
Yeah.
finally.
Well,
Did he-
the New Yorker guy or whatever was there.
Yeah, with the rat traps, though, right?
Yeah.
Did they spray the place? Did they spray the place for you at all?
Not my
Spray
place,
for
but
mice.
No, they had to pass before that. And it's got the spray.
How's your cigarette, sir? Oh, that's weed?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I don't smoke that. Here. For you. I don't smoke these.
You don't smoke those.
No. You're welcome.
You want a trade? Can I give you one? A smoke?
No.
Sure.
No, no thanks.
Oh, smokeless.
No. I don't trade stuff like that.
Hey, Bruno.
yeah.
You know how you can put milk in the ball? Look up his number now. Hold on, yeah.
I'm going in. No, I'm going inside.
Okay. How's your brother?
He's all right.
The funniest thing happened to me with him. So I'm riding a little on the canal trail, but the other side. So the one that goes out the port, right on the
Yeah.
other side of the canal. And he's pulled over. He's with some people just hanging out, right? And I recognized him, of course. And I stopped and I said, "Hey, Chris,
Oh,
Ricky,
Ricky,
yeah." I
yeah.
said, "Hey, Ricky, how are you?" And I didn't realize it at the time. So it was just a weird conversation. And it was only afterwards, like the next day, that I realized why it sounded like that.
Right.
He didn't recognize me because I had the number on.
Right.
And I pulled over, "Hey, Ricky." And he goes, "I'm Ricky," he says. I'm like, it was just a weird. I said, "How you doing?" He said, "Good." then I realized he didn't recognize him. So then I love that. Yeah. I figured he'd recognize the bike, right?
Right.
They'll sort it out. They'll probably just credit their account with it.
Maybe.
How's your son doing?
Good. I seen him yesterday. He stopped by for a minute.
Tell him I said hi.
I will.
What's he driving now? What's he riding?
We're gonna get the mini bikes all down the ride. He wants to go for a cruise, so next week they should both be ready.
At a port, maybe?
Yeah. This is
Very nice place. Poor Isaac, he got mail for on his bike. The Rumbler, that big. Yeah, so he got like $600 tickets. I don't think he's planning on getting a car or anything like that, you know?
But
He should be alright. That was weird. When I first rolled up, Lori was out there. So I said, hey, Lori. She goes, I don't know. She goes, I don't know. And then so she goes inside. She comes up and gives me a cigarette out. She probably legitimately goes in there here.
that was nice.
Said that there was a new pet store open. Oh yeah, in Lincoln Mall. Have you
Yeah.
been there?
Yeah.
Good?
It's open, but I don't know. I haven't
You can get a pet. A cat would help any mice problems.
been there. Yeah. Oh, they're rats. Some are the size of a cat, for fuck's sakes.
You'll have to get a big cat.
You're smoking that long?
No, it's a little stale, so if you blow breath,
Oh, gotcha.
moistens it.
That's weird.
What are you doing today?
Nothing. Not much to do.
Suppose I should go down to see where mall, see what's going on.
Yeah.
That's long. I don't know if it did any good. I mean, when I got this plan, he didn't even tell me about the answering machine is pay extra, right?
But
So
That's
that-
weird. They usually include that, eh?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
And so if he didn't include that in the plan, he should have at least told me. And then that was only because last year you could call somebody and talk to them and they could find out. But now they don't have any customer service where there's people on the other line.
Got a lot of maybe.
yeah.
And then they go, yeah, or to your account. It's like, what the hell? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And, yeah. So, do you have anybody on your phone system that has real life people on the customer service?
No, I'm on chatter.
You're on chatter too. And you're a part of it anyway.
Wait. Try that. God buds.
I've been buying recently off the reserve, right?
Have it?
Yeah.
Anything
Just
good?
cheap. Yeah, what we smoke. It's cheap. It's like 500 a pound. Plus, I don't really have to pay my delivery persons.
Sure.
Because if I'm nice and
Right.
I think I have to go to see my mom.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, have a good one.
good luck. Hope it works out. That sucks when your phone doesn't work. I remember in the early 90s, I always used to think it was so weird. Finally, like, phones were cheap enough. And we were nothing but like, you could see one of those on their phones. Right? It was still relatively just like a cell phone. So to see like what most people got except for sort of yeah, I think it's gonna start raining in the next couple hours.
Yeah.
You definitely feel it. No one was at Lincoln. I drove by. It was just a couple of people.
See the earthquake in Thailand?
I heard about it. Yeah,
Yeah, buildings collapse and everything, man.
that's crazy, eh?
Look at the swimming pool.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's the swimming pools from the
Holy
vibration.
shit!
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's the
So it was a
vibration.
big one. It was a big one. Eh?
7.7, yeah. Yeah. 20 people dead last count I heard.
Probably got to go up there.
Yeah.
A lot of those cities are built with real cheap shit too, so
Yeah.
when these buildings come down, right?
Look at the pool.
How long did it last? Did it say?
I'm not
Second.
sure. Look at the train.
Holy
There's the
crap.
building dropping.
That wasn't a little building either. That was
No,
a big
no.
building.
There
Look
it
at
is.
that. Holy shit, eh?
Yeah, she's done.
Can you imagine all the, well, yeah, maybe the construction workers got out.
Yeah.
You think? They might have got out.
I
in
don't
time.
know.
Hopefully. That's got to be one of the worst ways to go. They are usually welding. Maybe you got your headphones in so you can't even hear anything.
Yeah.
Right? And then next thing you know, the building collapses on them.
Okay.
Yeah. We're lucky, right? Like, not only
So far.
not only living in an awesome country, but our country very rarely, like, you see once in a while gets it. But we don't get earthquakes, we don't really get tornadoes. Our biggest fear is blizzards.
Yeah.
Right?
So far, anyway. Hopefully the wildfires don't hit us.
I heard because the pole shifting, the magnetic pole and the earth
Yeah,
pole,
yeah,
and we're slowly tilting,
yeah.
that things like, for example, Tornado Alley are going to move up, and then we're going to be in the semi-tornado alley.
Well, what do you call it? London, Ontario already is. Sarnia. They get a lot of windstorms, tornadoes in the
So that's only recent, right? Not
Yeah.
last 20 years, 10 years,
in the last 10 years now.
which is works out to when the pole started shifting.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we're going to get a lot more of that. And none of us are prepared. Like, we don't have warning sirens. Are there warning sirens?
No?
All down in the, all the down that way. We don't build storm cellars
No.
for that.
Not yet. The only storm cellars we got was reward.
That'd be a good video, good business to start.
Bomb shelter then?
Shelter, I would really call it bomb shelter. But
Yeah.
tornado shelter.
Yeah. Disaster shelters.
Yeah. It's coming. Tornado Alley won't be, but the work is
Yeah. How many years?
I thought we were getting my summer, winters.
Yeah. Yeah, there's.
In the summer we get higher and higher.
It was cold this year, but still it's that winter weather.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know, probably through ride.
Yeah, I think I gotta go home and change my battery, but I think I'm gonna take us tonight to, not Fort, but the trails.
Right on.
Say hi to your brother if you see me. See
Okay.
him. Tell him. Hey, you know that was Dwayne, eh? On the canal road there that day, that biker stopped.
Yeah.
Or don't say Dwayne, just say, hey, a friend of mine told me about that.
Right.
And then see if he says, oh yeah, I saw Dwayne on the road. If he doesn't, he forgot who I was. I'm surprised he didn't recognize my voice even, right?
Right.
But he was Ricky. He was super
Yeah.
friendly and shit. So
Right on.
it was just funny. I realized what it was after. He didn't know who I was. Yeah. Yeah, it's warm enough to be out too, right?
Yeah.
You just gotta have a jacket.
That's it.
Where to go? I think I'll head down the tracks there.
Right on.
All right, see you, buddy. Thanks for the coffee. That was great to see Bruno. I don't get a chance, I don't get to spend a lot of time with him. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It was nice seeing Bruno. Haven't seen him in a few weeks at least. That was nice to see him. And that was awesome. He bought me a coffee. Okay, I will see you guys probably in a little while. I'm going to get out and ride again. I just have to spend a little time with Tammy. I'll see you guys in a second.